If a woman is starting to develop feelings for you, she may say these 6 things. Psychology tips. Ever wondered if she's falling for you? Women often don't just come out and say, "I like you" directly. Instead, they hint at their feelings in subtle ways, especially through the things they say. And when she's catching feelings, her words carry hidden messages. Welcome to 100 Quotes, where we simplify the complexities of love and relationships with practical, relatable advice. Today we're unveiling 6 key things she might say that reveal her growing emotions for you. Stick around because this isn't just a list. It's your guide to understanding her on a deeper, more meaningful level, backed by psychology tips that will give you an advantage. Now, why should this matter to you? Let's be honest, relationships can be tricky, and misreading signals is one of the quickest ways to ruin something that could have been great. Maybe you've been in that spot where you weren't sure if she liked you, or even worse, you missed all the signs. Recognizing these 6 phrases can save you from that uncertainty and prevent you from letting a special connection slip through your hands. But remember, this isn't about playing games or trying to decipher every little thing she says. It's about understanding genuine feelings when they're right in front of you. When a woman says these 6 things, she's trying to communicate something important, often without even knowing it herself. Learning to catch these cues is your chance to not only connect with her, but also respond in a way that strengthens your bond. So what should you expect from this video? We'll break down 6 specific phrases women use when they're developing feelings for someone. Each one reveals an emotional or psychological milestone, whether it's her feeling safe around you, valuing your opinion, or wanting to bring you into her world. Plus, we'll share how to respond naturally and confidently to deepen the connection. If you're ready to dive into the psychology behind her words and take your relationships to the next level, let's get started. But before we explore the 6 phrases, let's set the stage by understanding why women often express their feelings subtly instead of just saying, "I like you." Trust us, this insight is just as important as the phrases themselves. First, let's talk about the fear of rejection. No one likes to feel vulnerable, and like anyone else, women might hesitate to put their feelings out there because they're unsure if you feel the same way. Vulnerability can be intimidating, especially with romantic feelings at stake. Instead of risking direct rejection, many women prefer to test the waters with subtle hints to gauge how you'll react. Next, we have cultural expectations. In many cultures, women are still often encouraged to let men make the first move. Even in today's world, these social norms persist and influence how women express interest. Subtle cues allow her to balance these expectations while still letting you know how she feels. Lastly, we can't ignore emotional vulnerability. Opening up takes trust, and trust doesn't happen overnight. Subtlety allows her to share bits of her emotions without fully exposing herself. It's a way to show interest while keeping her heart protected until she knows it's safe to let her guard down. Why is emotional intelligence key here? The reality is most communication isn't just about words. It's about tone, context, and the unspoken messages in between. Emotional intelligence helps you grasp not just what someone is saying, but what they mean and how they feel while saying it. Being able to pick up on these subtle hints strengthens relationships. It shows her you really get her, which creates a deeper connection. Pay attention to the little things, how she lingers on certain topics, her body language, and even her tone of voice. Ultimately, understanding her subtle expressions is not about overanalyzing every word. It's about being present, attentive, and empathetic. These are the pillars of emotional intelligence that will help you navigate her signals with confidence. Let's use this understanding as we dive into the 6 key phrases that reveal her feelings. Now, let's dive into the heart of this video. The 6 phrases women often say when they're developing feelings for you. Each one reflects a layer of her emotions and gives you a chance to respond in a way that strengthens your bond. Phrase 1. What do you think about when a woman asks you, "What do you think about?" It's more than just casual talk. She's seeking your opinion, not because she needs advice, but because she values your perspective. It's her way of seeing if your values align with hers, whether it's about life goals, a movie, or a decision she's considering. She's looking for common ground. Why does this matter? From a psychological standpoint, shared values and opinions are key to long-term compatibility. Engaging you in these discussions helps her gauge if there's deeper potential. It's less about the topic and more about how you respond and whether you make her feel understood. How should you respond first? Listen closely. Share your honest opinion, but stay respectful even if you disagree. A great reply could be, "That's an interesting question. Here's what I think, but I'd love to hear more about your thoughts." This shows her that you're interested in understanding her perspective, not just giving your own. Phrase 2, "You're so different from other guys." This is a big one. When she says you're so different from other guys, she's letting you know that you stand out. Maybe it's the way you treat her, your attitude, or your outlook on life. Whatever it is, she sees you as unique. What does this mean about her feelings? In psychology, this is often linked to the halo effect, where admiration for someone makes us attribute more positive traits to them. By saying this, she's signaling admiration and possibly romantic interest. How do you respond? Acknowledge the compliment, but stay humble. Something like, "That's nice of you to say, I just try to be myself," works well. Then steer the conversation by asking what makes her say that, keeping things engaging and flowing. Phrase 3, "I feel safe when I'm with you." When a woman tells you, "I feel safe when I'm with you," she's expressing trust, one of the most important emotions in a relationship. Feeling emotionally safe is a cornerstone of attraction because it means she feels comfortable being herself around you. Why does this matter? From a biological standpoint, feeling safe triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which deepens connections. How do you maintain and enhance this? Keep being consistent. Show her she can rely on you. A simple reply could be, "That means a lot to me. I want you to feel safe with me." This reinforces the bond and lets her know her feelings are important. Phrase 4, "I was thinking about what you said." If she brings up something you said earlier, it's a strong sign your words had an impact. It shows she values your opinions and has thought about them later. Why is this important? Intellectually engaging with you is a sign of emotional intimacy. She's drawn to the way you think and wants to connect on a deeper level. How do you respond? Appreciate her thoughtfulness and dive deeper into the conversation. "I'm glad you brought that up. What were you thinking?" This invites her to share more and keeps the exchange meaningful. Phrase 5, "I told my friend about you." When she says she's talked about you to her friends, it's a major sign. It means you're on her mind even when you're not around. She's emotionally invested and is bringing you into her social world. Why does this matter? Social validation plays a huge role in romantic attraction. By telling her friends she's seeking their approval and solidifying her feelings, what should you do? Respond playfully like, "Wow, I'm flattered. What did you say?" This keeps the conversation light and fun while also letting her express her feelings more. Phrase 6, "I really appreciate you." When she says, "I really appreciate you," it's more than just a simple thank you. It's an acknowledgement of your positive impact on her life. Gratitude is a powerful indicator of deepening emotions. Why is gratitude so important in relationships? Studies show that expressing gratitude strengthens bonds and builds emotional intimacy. When she says this, she's letting you know you've made a difference. How do you respond? Show your appreciation too, but make it specific. For example, "That means a lot to me." "I really appreciate you too, especially for insert specific quality." This reinforces the connection and shows you're paying attention to her. Each of these phrases gives you a glimpse into her emotions. By paying attention and responding thoughtfully, you'll not only understand her better, but also build a stronger, more meaningful connection. Now that you know what to listen for, the next step is knowing how to respond thoughtfully. Let's discuss that. So you've picked up on these signs. She's sharing her feelings, showing interest. What now? This is the crucial part because how you respond can make or break things. First, acknowledge her feelings. When a woman expresses her emotions, even subtly, it takes courage. It's important to be genuine and respectful in your response. Let her know you've heard her without overwhelming her. For example, if she says, "I feel safe with you," you could say, "That means a lot to me. I want you to always feel that way." This validates her emotions and shows her you're trustworthy. The key is balance. You don't need to respond with a grand declaration of love, but you also shouldn't brush her off. Stay calm, confident, and thoughtful in your replies. That's what keeps the connection feeling natural. Next, focus on building the connection further. When she opens up to you, it's a sign she wants to deepen the relationship. Use this as an opportunity to nurture that bond. Spend quality time together, share your own feelings when the time feels right, and continue to show consistency in your actions. Here's a tip: avoid rushing things or playing hard to get. Both extremes can hurt the relationship. If you rush, she might feel overwhelmed, and playing aloof can make her doubt your interest. Instead, focus on being authentic. Be present, listen to her needs, and let the relationship develop naturally. Common mistakes men make when women express feelings. Even when the signs are clear, some men still mess things up. Let's look at 3 common mistakes and how to avoid them. Mistake 1. Overanalyzing her words. It's tempting to want to decode every phrase perfectly, but overanalyzing can drive you crazy and ruin the connection. Instead of obsessing over every word, focus on the bigger picture. Is she consistently trying to connect? Is she opening up more? Those are the signs that really matter. Trust your instincts and allow the relationship to unfold. Mistake 2. Reacting too strongly. It's easy to get excited when you realize she's showing interest, but responding too intensely can be overwhelming. For instance, jumping in with an "I've been waiting for you to say this, I love you too" might put too much pressure on her too soon. Keep things natural and comfortable. Let your actions show how you feel. Mistake 3. Taking her feelings for granted. Just because she's expressed feelings doesn't mean your work is done. Relationships require ongoing effort. If you stop putting in the same level of care, she'll notice, and the connection could fade. Keep investing in the relationship through your words, actions, and consistency. Remember, understanding her signs is only the beginning. What truly matters is how you respond and how you nurture the connection as it grows. Conclusion and call to action. To quickly recap, here are the 6 key phrases that reveal a woman is developing feelings for you. When she asks, "What do you think about?" she's seeking your opinion to connect on a deeper level. Tease. When she says, "You're so different from other guys," she's admiring your uniqueness. "I feel safe when I'm with you" is a sign of trust and emotional security. Sohor. If she says, "I was thinking about what you said," she values your ideas and perspective. "I told my friend about you" signals emotional investment and wanting to include you in her world. 6. When she says, "I really appreciate you," it's a heartfelt acknowledgement of the positive impact you've had on her life. Each of these phrases is more than just words, they reflect her growing feelings. By recognizing them and responding thoughtfully, you'll be able to build something meaningful. When a woman opens up to you in these ways, it's not just about the words she's using. It's about trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Don't take it for granted. These moments are opportunities to strengthen a bond that could grow into something remarkable. Be present, be genuine, and show her that her feelings are valued. If this video was helpful, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you noticed any of these phrases in your interactions? Let us know. And don't forget to subscribe to 100 Quotes for more psychology-backed tips to improve your relationships. See you in the next video.